Take this, sucker!
Oh, no! A beautiful machine!
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Now that sounds like breakfast.
Full of life, your Whiskas kitten. Why? Because Whiskas kitten food is full of everything he needs and loves. To grow up fit and healthy. A real Whiskas cat. Young or old, cats instinctively know what they like and what's good for them. Cats would buy Whiskas.
Late this morning, take a look at my tan. Hey, hey, I'm the gingerbread man.
Fridays at 5 to 4 on CITV for fun, laughter and a delightful story.
You can rely on the gingerbread man. Gingerbread man.
B&B means bust and broke. Alice's dad was in trouble.
You're sacking me?
Shove it all the way out, would you?
They'd have to sell their house, unless...
I've had this amazing idea. Why don't we start doing bed and breakfast?
You've got the makings of a great little business on the go here, and if you let it slip through your fingers, you're a snook.
Welcome, welcome.
There's 5 of us, I'm afraid.
Let me take your shot.
Fridays at 4:10 on CITV B&B. Better and better. Yeah, I've been mentioning it for a few weeks now, B&B, but I haven't been going on about what B&B actually stands for. That is a sort of a hotel. It's usually somebody's house. And what you get is a bed for the night and usually an English breakfast. B&B. It's a very, very good programme. We're looking forward to it enormously. They've got a very good villain in it, amongst many other things. But now it's time for Timeriders, and they've got a couple of good villains in that as well. Do you remember, if you saw it before, Professor Crow and Hepworth, who are up to no good because our heroine, B.B. Miller, the scientist, has managed to crack time travel. But the problems all fall on young Ben's shoulders.
Professor Crow, it's security.
Professor Crow. Miller again. Get back to work.
Dr. Miller. Making yourself at home, I see.
Professor Crow. Don't often see you in the lower reaches of science, Brock.
Well, time travel's not exactly a mainstream science.
Well, only at the moment. You see, the whole thing is based on the Möbius effect, which pushes objects inside out, like when you take a rubber glove off. Now, this does the same thing with time.
Dr. Miller.
You mind the nut? I had 4 nuts soaking in that tray. Ah, don't worry. They're still there. Everything's all right.
All right. This shoe came from Italy.
Where did the other one come from? Sorry, just trying to make you feel better about it.
Dr. Miller.
Yes? Lights?
Dr. Miller, I came in here to ask why you're keeping that vehicle in what's supposed to be a science laboratory.
Well, because I
While
feel
I'm
that...
here, I'd like to make a more general point about that thing.
My time machine.
It is not a time machine. It's a fraud.
A fraud? Let me remind you that the Ethereal Research Foundation...
Just because a bunch of half-dead morons give you a research grant...
They are not half-dead! All right, 1 or 2 of them may be made up from a few spare parts, but, well, we can't all be perfect.
None of them would know a science experiment from the holes in their nostrils. That money should be spent on proper scientific research.
Like yours?
Yes. Ha! Don't you ha me. Ugh.
Now, the match. 160 years ago, on this very spot, was a courthouse. You may not want to believe this, but today, I am going to send that helmet back in time to that courthouse.
They're in desperate need of a helmet, are they?
When it returns, I will carbon date the dust.
Oh, really? What sort of an idiot do you think I am?
The sort who treads in oil. Twice.
Now, Russell Miller, I'm going to get you out of this science block and return this lab to proper scientific research.
Today's special in the canteen is bubble and squeak.
I'll give him fraud. Self-opinionated, overpaid twerp. The man has no imagination. They sneered at Galileo, they laughed at Einstein, but I'll show them. When that helmet comes back, I will make him eat it. Location. Axis. August 1834. Right.
Ben Hardy, you have been found guilty of stealing a loaf of bread.
It was only a bit, Your Honour. And I was hungry.
Well, you'll never be hungry again.
Thanks.
I sentence you to be hanged by the neck until you are completely and utterly dead. Take him out and hang him.
Red alert.
Come along, Vincenzo. Showtime. Oh, you dirty...
Emergency power!
Emergency power.
Professor Crow! Power failure in the basement.
Miller. Crash.
Come on, Edward.
Emergency power.
you, and what have you done to my machine? Wait a minute. Where did you get that helmet? Where have you come from? Where?
Court.
I don't believe it. Tell me, what's the date?
Monday,
Oh, you idiot, the year.
1834.
I've done it. I've done it. I have sent a person through time.
What?
Dr. Miller! Dr. Miller!
You terrorist! She's trying to ruin you, Professor!
Professor Crow.
Don't you even talk to me, Miller. Do you realize you've cut the power to the whole of the science building?
Millions of pounds worth of experiments ruined. They'll kill you.
Professor Crow, you'll never believe this.
No, I won't. Oh, no, you don't. What is this object?
Ben Hardy, Your Honor.
He has come from the past.
Very good try, Miller. Yes, a genuine Victorian street urchin. How original, eh, Hepworth?
I wonder what else she has in store for us, Professor. Perhaps Lord Nelson, or a boatload of marauding Vikings.
But he has. But tell them. Say something.
Hello?
I'll meet you in my office at 4 o'clock, and we can finalize the closure of this so-called research unit and return it to proper science. Your history, Miller.
Professor!
Put it down, Hepworth. You don't know where it's been.
Oh, no, you don't. I want to look at you. Okay, up. All right, let's get some light on the subject. Okay.
Ow.
It's okay, I'll just keep still. Oh. Well, you're real. If I could only get this thing going again before I see Crow, he'd have to believe me. But without the energy amplifier, I haven't got enough power.
How did you do that?
What am I talking about? Not enough power. Right, let's get to work. You'll have to believe me now. The Möbius effect combined with a quantum jump inside and through the time-space continuum.
This is going to take long. I'm hungry.
Well, there's some biscuits in there by the fridge.
Fridge?
Oh, on the table.
Between them, they want new friends, romantic partners, and people who speak Igbo. That's an African language.
If you want to get in I told you to leave things alone.
There's a turkey head in our box.
And if you want to take... Well, you don't seem to understand what's happened here. It's perfectly simple. You have traveled in time. Okay. Now, how long have I got before Crow expects me? It's my watch.
Watch? How did Dad get there?
You are a despicable little thief.
I am not little.
You also smell. If I'm going to show you off,
Show me off.
you're my evidence. But at the moment, you're smelly evidence, so you're going to get cleaned up first. Take your clothes off.
You're joking.
Take them off.
No, you're still there.
Take them off.
No. Where are we going?
For a bath.
You want to make you shrink.
Artificial intelligence lab 1.
One thing puzzles me, Professor. How did she manage to smuggle the child in?
Miller's capable of anything. Come on, Hepworth.
You're next.
Get off! Put it down! Ow!
Dr. Miller, you've returned with a specimen. Good.
Look, Professor Crow, I know you find it hard to believe, but he really has come from the past, and I'll prove it.
Yes, I believe you may well have.
You do?
Yes, the problem, of course, is verifying our research.
Our research?
I'm head of the faculty. So all the research done in this building...
An hour ago, you were saying you didn't believe in it.
Oh, my little joke.
A joke? This work?
This work could become my work, Dr. Miller. As I was saying, we have to prove that this child really came from the past. So, Hepworth and I, we'd like to examine him. Isn't that right, Hepworth?
Examine him?
Yes, the usual tests. Carbon dating, irradiation, dissection. We'll need hair, bone marrow, spinal cord, brain tissue.
Don't worry, you won't feel a thing.
You can't do that. You'll kill him.
Oh, nonsense.
It's like you kill all the animals you keep. He isn't a rat or a mouse or a dog. He's a child. A living human being.
If he's come from the past, he's an object for legitimate research. As a scientist, you should know that, Miller.
But that...
And if he's here as a result of one of your experiments, then he doesn't actually exist, does he?
You don't fool me with your nice words and your smile, Professor Crow. I know what goes on in your lab. You are a disgrace to science!
Stop your sniveling. Out you come. Get after him, you fool!
The membership for the Jogging Club is now closed.
Poor little boy. Taken off like some helpless kitten.
Calm down, Adverts. Shut up. Ow! Oh, stop that beckoning! Come here. There you go. God, this is Adverts.
Now, what we're going to do is carbon date you.
to find out how old you are.
I'm 13.
Funny little boy. Wonderful sense of humor, Hepworth. Carry on.
First, the brain.
Not yet, not yet, not yet. Later, Hepworth, later.
You must learn to contain yourself, Hepworth.
But the brain is my favorite organ.
We look into the brain later. Hmm? First, the fingernail. Definitely good.
I think we should look at the brain first. Just a couple of spoonfuls.
In a moment. So first, there's some skin and some bone marrow.
Bone marrow. Boring. And while I'm at it, drilling...
All right. A few scoops of brain if you must.
Hold him down. We don't want him moving. He could damage the brain.
Wait! Come here, all of you. Look at this. Astonishing. This virus is believed to have died out and stuff for centuries. It's possible, just possible, that this child really is from Victorian times.
Who knows what other germs we may find when we open him up?
The best place to start is the bloodstream and the lungs.
Oh, but I have the drill already set up.
All right, but up to the brain.
The bloodstream and the lungs. Let's get to work.
Oh, boy. Come on, Hepworth.
Not this time.
There's no way out. The building's sealed. Open the door at once.
If you don't open this door, we shall be forced to pump gas into that laboratory as a security precaution to fumigate the boy. You won't like that, believe me.
I can't set a date. We could end up anywhere.
This is Professor Crow. Bring oxyacetylene and equipment to the basement. Fast! Dr. Miller.
Come on.
You're making things worse for yourself. If you open the door, I'm prepared to...
Quick, pass me a spanner. What's a spanner?
Listen, you charlatan, you fraud. I am a man of science, and when I get hold of you, I'm going to tear your head off.
What are you doing? Get on! We're going to work. We'll be killed. Would you rather stay here?
Brilliant series. I was just thinking to myself, what about you? If time travel were possible, where would you go? I was thinking to myself, well, I'll tell you what, I'd give my left arm to see a dinosaur. I'd probably have to. That's probably the least that the dinosaur would be satisfied with, actually. But I think I'd rather prefer to go forward, I think. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what you look like with wrinkles. Yes. I think the future seems as though it might be even nicer than the past. I mean, in the past, they used to do some terrible things, as we'll find out next week in Timeriders. And people weren't very nice to women. They were ists, you know, a bit like Pepe Le Pew. I foresee Thursdays at 4:05 on CITV Teabag.
Just get on with it.
And the pearls of wisdom. But who will find them?
Ali, T-shirt.
Or Teabag.
No!
Yes, 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 yes!
Thursdays at 4:05, Teabag. Don't stir till you've watched it.
Down at Birdseye Country Club, we're giving vegetables a new twist. Country Club Cuisine, complete vegetable dishes you can make a meal of. The finest vegetables blended with tasty cheese and savoury seasonings, with golden breadcrumbs and with imagination. New Country Club Cuisine, complete vegetable dishes from Birdseye. Vegetables you can make a meal of.
Well, the powder's finer, as you can see, and it really cleans effectively, 'cause it's so fine. It's so fine. Cleans clothes a treat, the finest Persil you ever want to meet. Micro. Persil Micro.
Persil Micro System. Finer powder, cleaner clothes.
Anchor Real Dairy Cream and half-fat Anchor Half Cream are frightfully popular. Anchor Cream, the cat's biscuits.
Just when I need someone to love me, just when I think the world's too cold, there you are in my heart, standing by me once again.
Sheba, to say I love you.
Hiya, Captain Rick here. Guess what? Ricicles have now got super-duper, hyper-galactic, space-shaped marshmallow pieces in them. Kellogg's Ricicles, part of your complete cosmic breakfast.
Get Hard Facts, an incredible 36 hottest and latest dance hits. So if you want it hard, get Hard Facts.